I'm Norma Minera. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Luis Pena.
Luis Pena. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just came here straight from work.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
where do you work?
Right now I'm working in Clovis, doing solar.
So, you're installing solar systems?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. I've been looking for someone to install solar systems in my house.
Really?
Yeah. So, were the directions I gave you here helpful?
Yeah.
You didn't get lost in anything? It's really straightforward?
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Okay, that's good. Glad to hear. Alright, so, just want to, before we start, do you feel comfortable here?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable? Yeah. Alright. Okay, we also do have 2 beverages here you can take at any moment. They're all for you. Go ahead and just feel free to grab them at any moment.
Thank you.
Okay, so at this point, just to let you know, this is your interview. You will be in control of the interview. You're the expert witness. You're the one that saw everything. So from this point on, you're pretty much going to be talking most of the interview, okay?
Okay.
And then I do want you to tell me everything that you remember, every little detail, even if you think it's not important, it can be important to me. So just go ahead and tell me just everything. I'd love to hear it all, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so before we begin, I'd like you to put yourself back in that event that took place, what the day was like, how you were feeling, your emotions, who you were with, if it was sunny, hot, morning, night. Just try to go back to that day. If you'd like, you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes to help you concentrate better. If you're fine this way, then you're fine this way. Then we can go ahead and just try to go back to that event. When you're ready, just tell me you're ready so we can begin. Okay?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're ready, go ahead and tell me in your own words whatever you can remember from the day, from the event, the day, everything.
So from what I remember, it was after work.
Mhm.
I went in the store. I was coming out of the store, and from outside the store, it was a narrow road, so I had to park like on the side of the road.
Mhm.
So like cars wouldn't hit me trying to get into the car, or me not be in the way, like opening my door to, that traffic flow. So I stepped on the side of the road, wait for traffic to pass. But as I was waiting, there was I believe a big SUV, kind of speeding through,
Mhm.
and hit the car or no, the truck in front of me.
Mhm.
I just heard like a loud bang, and I saw like a bunch of plastic flying. The mirror, the mirror shattered. You could see all that. Yeah. There was I don't believe there was a lot of people, just because from where the store was at. It wasn't like a popular store. It's like one of those little mom and pop shops kind of stores. Not a lot of traffic. I mean, I was only waiting on 2 cars, so the car behind that SUV might have saw. I definitely saw it for sure. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much what I remember.
So you did mention that there was a big SUV that hit the car, the truck,
The
right?
truck.
Okay, so when you mentioned that it was an SUV that hit the car, do you remember the color of the SUV?
It was like a turquoise green,
Okay.
light green, yeah.
Is there anything else that you remember from the SUV that could have been specific, anything that we could probably point out the SUV?
It could have been a Yukon
Okay.
SUV or a, I don't know what else, like a Suburban kind of truck.
Just like ones that look similar to that?
Similar
Okay.
to those.
So I don't want you to guess, but just anything that looks similar to that?
Yukon, yeah.
Okay. And then, do you remember anything specific from the car that was parked?
I know it was a truck. It was a lowered black truck. It was kind of wide, so I think that's why it kind of hit. But yeah, it was a black truck, Chevy.
Is there anything else that you remember from the crime scene area? Like anything, anybody else that you think might have seen anything?
Part of the car that was behind the SUV, they could have seen that. I know there's a couple like men that hang out around the store that probably seen it also, but I wasn't really paying attention to them because I was just paying attention to what happened. Not a lot of people around.
Nothing else? Is there anything else that stood out to you? Even if you think it's not important. Is there anything else?
Not really. No.
No, you feel like you got everything down?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this next step, it might be a little weird for you, but it has proven that when people do this, they can remember things and like just things that they didn't remember before, just like suddenly clicks in their head. So for this part, it's called reverse order. So you just told me your story that you witnessed from chronological order from beginning to end. So now I'd like you to do the same, but from end to beginning.
Okay.
Okay? So, and this will help because if you remember anything, I'll go ahead and just write it down and then it'll serve as new information. Just for this step, I just want you to be careful. Just no guessing. If you don't remember something, just try to not to guess. Pretty much just try not to guess as much as you can in this part. Just from the beginning to end. So now you're going to tell me the story from end to beginning. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? Okay.
I understand.
Okay. Go ahead and begin whenever you're ready.
So the last thing I saw was the SUV kind of speeding off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
It just kept going. Before that was the loud bang from the SUV hitting the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And all the, pieces flying.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I was waiting for the two cars to pass by for me to get into my car.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I was coming out of the store.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you told me everything that you remember. Okay. So now that you're done telling me your part of the story or your interview, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what you just told me, so that when I'm telling you, if you think there's something that was inaccurate, something that you want to add, something that didn't happen, that I wrote down an accident, go ahead and tell me. At any moment, go ahead and stop me and tell me, hey, that didn't happen, or hey, I want to add this, I just remembered. Okay, so I'm going to begin and tell you what you just told me. Okay, so you were off of work this day, you were at the store, you came out of the store about to get in your car. It was a narrow road, narrow street. You witnessed a green SUV, Yukon type lookalike car, hit a black parked truck, and you heard the loud bang, and you saw the pieces of mirror shattered because he hit the mirror when the loud bang. When you looked at it, it was the pieces of the mirror that shattered, and when that happened, the green SUV just sped off. It just drove off, and nobody was in the black parked truck. Okay, so was there anything else that you want to add?
It was actually after work.
After work.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you wanted to add? Anything else that you remembered? Anything else that you want me to take off from the notes? That was incorrect?
Sounds about right.
Everything was correct?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Anything else that you remembered?
No.
We got everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much everything.
So if we got everything, this would be the end of the interview. Just want to thank you so much for coming here and taking time out of your day to come and do this interview. It's very important for us, all the information you just told us.
No problem.
You will most likely remember things because it just happened. You're probably still in shock. But the more you remember things, I just want you to know that you will have my number. So you can go ahead and give me a call. Give me an email. My email is maneranorma07@gmail.com. But I have it written down in that phone card that I gave you.
Okay.
Also, I will also reach out to you myself personally. I'll call you in about 2 days to a week just to check up on you and see if you remember anything, any more details that come to mind.
Sounds good.
All right, so thank you so much.
No problem.
And I just want you to know that this was very helpful. And I appreciate your time and your interview, okay?
No problem.
Thank you so much.